Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. The sun's going down pretty quick. It's 3:30 at the moment. It's going to be dark before long. There's still a little bit of sunshine out there, so I'm back on using my tablet because the sun keeps coming in now and again into the window and keeps spoiling the videos on my laptop. So it's alright, as long as I remember to keep my tablet charged. That's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm doing a little bit of the grey one. I'm going up the armholes here, and I'm using, these are Zing 4mm needles. I have two pairs of these needles, and I have this grey one on the 4mm, and there's also this pink one. This is the second sleeve I'm doing to the pink one. I did some of that this morning, as well as some of these. I've got a set of 4 coasters there now. I've been doing some of those. I do one of those, try to do one of those every day as well. So I did one of those this morning, and my other Zing 4mm Zing is on this one, which I haven't done anything to this one the last few days. I'm going to have to get cracking on it. But I've got 3 things and I've only got 2 needles. I've got 3 of the needles on these 3 things, and the one spare needle, depends which one I'm knitting. I just transfer it from one thing to the to the other. That's the little pink one there, with one of the sleeves done now. One of the sleeves there, and I'm busy onto the other sleeve. I'll probably do the rest of that tomorrow morning before I go down my granddaughter's. But it's been one of those days. It's got a little bit chilly. It feels a little bit chilly. The temperature's quite high actually for this time of year, but it is a little bit chilly, so I've got my heat pad thing on my knee. It keeps, as long as I'm warm, my knee's warm, it seems to make the rest of me warm. If my hands feel a bit cold, I just go and wash some dishes in some hot water, and that warms my hands up at the moment. But I did take a reading on my gas and electric this morning. I put a reading in. I don't have a smart meter. They're not putting a smart meter in my house until I've got to have one. I keep getting, I'm with Scottish Power, and I keep getting, you know, these emails off them telling me it's time to get one. I says it's not time to get one. When the law says you've got to have one, I'll have one then. But anyway, I give them a meter reading the 1st of every month. And since the prices went up on the 1st of October, I've checked back with my old bills. I went online on I've got an app on my phone for the Scottish Power, and I went back to this time last year, and I've used around about, the difference I've used is less, but it's cost me the same, because I've been doing all those things I've been telling you to do, you know, that you've seen on the internet about, like, not leaving things on standby unless they absolutely have to be on, which is like your fridge, you don't turn that off. But all televisions, and I've got VCRs and, well, not VCR, DVD. I've got 2 DVDs under my television in the living room here, and they have been on standby. I've got one upstairs in the bedroom, the television up there as well. And I've turned all those things off, and I switch everything off. When I use them, I switch my oven off, my cooker off. When I finish using it, I switch the microwave off, kettle off. I never leave anything on, and it has made a big difference. So that I spent exactly the same this last month as what I did this time last year on the cheaper rate, but I've used less. That's how I've managed to do it, and that's what I'll keep on doing, because it's going to go up again in probably in April. I think that's when they said you know, they do that thing, whatever they call it. But today's been one of those days. You know, if something goes wrong, not just one thing goes wrong. The first thing that went wrong wasn't today, it was yesterday, that my wool winder. You see, when I turn it, it no longer works, but I have had it to bits. I've had it, yeah, under here. but I can't get this off. I can't get the top. I know what's wrong with it. There's a, don't know whether you can see it, but I can hold the little bit inside there. There's that little wheel there. When you turn it, that goes round. That goes round like that. And the little wheel on this goes the opposite way around, and the cogs hit each other. And that's what makes this go round. And I worked out just what's wrong with it inside is there's a little thing in there. You can probably see that little thing there has a little clip on it, and that clip, I don't know whether there's been another one on and it's come off, but it wasn't inside, so I don't know where it went to, but it's moved and it's pushed the thing back so that cog like that's going round like that won't hit the one at the top anymore. And I tried all ways to get inside it, because I could probably fix it if I could get right inside and put some other sort of little, I forget what you call those clips, clips or something like that, I think they're called. I could put probably another one of those on, because I have pushed it back and I can see the mark inside around that thing where it actually was originally. But I can't get inside the flaming thing. So I'm probably just going to have to buy another one, because I haven't used it for quite some time, but I wanted to do these, put these balls on it, because I like to put these just on my knee when I'm crocheting and just pull the bit up from my knee as I'm doing it, because it's better that way. But I couldn't get the flaming thing to work. And then today it was a little bit chilly, so I usually just have cereal for my breakfast, but I thought I'd have some porridge this morning. Well, when I do porridge, I usually do it in the microwave. I put it in a bowl and put it in. Of course, I switched the microwave on and there was no light on there, no time come on it or anything, and I thought, oh, maybe the fuse is gone in it. So I checked it, I changed the fuse in it, but no luck. So I had to do my porridge in a pan on the cooker. Well, I don't use my microwave for much. I usually, I keep all my bread in the freezer, and if I want slices of bread, I just get whatever slices I want out and defrost it in the microwave. Well, I thought, what am I going to do this afternoon? My bread's in the freezer. I haven't got the microwave, so I had to work that out, and I put it on the grill in my oven, but on a very low temperature, and I just put it in there, because I didn't realise until I wanted the bread that to the porridge and all that, you know, I usually like a slice of toast as well sometimes, and it just wasn't working. So that's what I did anyway. I put the grill on a very low temperature. It was just warm, and it defrosted the bread just nicely, so I know what to do with that, which is probably what I used to do before. My microwave is probably, I've lived in this house since 1988, so that's 34 years. And that microwave I bought before I moved into this house, so it's at least 35 years old. So it stood the test of time, but I don't know whether it's worth seeing if I can get it fixed. And I'm not sure I'm going to buy another one, actually, because I worked out what to do with the bread, and it only took a minute longer to do the porridge on my cooker, on the hob on the cooker. And the only other thing I do, you know, I get some of those microwave meals sometimes, but you can't do them in the oven as well. And I like to heat my milk when I have hot chocolate or Horlicks or something like that of a night time, or sometimes I just like some hot milk with sugar in. I usually heat that up in the microwave. There's quite a few things I do in the microwave. If I have custard, I usually do that in the microwave. But all these things can be done on your oven as well. So I'm not sure. I'll maybe check to see how much it's going to cost me to get if the microwave can be fixed. It was quite an expensive one a lot of years ago when I bought it. It's a Whirlpool. It's a combination one, you know, it's got a grill thing inside it as well. And I think about all those years ago, it cost me about £150, which was quite a lot in those days. So the equivalent these days, I don't know what it would cost. But I've been looking at microwaves and all that, and I just don't really like the look of them. I like the one I've got. So that's probably just going to get sent out to the scrap man when he comes around, I would imagine, like. I think these things, you know, we did without all these things before they were invented, so I'm not really bothered about using them again and paying all that money for another microwave for what I actually use it for. It was different when you know, my husband was alive and the kids and that were at home and all that, and he used to use it for the heat, you know, like when the lads were working and that, and sometimes he used to be in late and I used to have to keep their heat their dinners up for them. Like sometimes it was just to put them in the microwave for a couple of minutes and that, you know, instead of keeping them in the oven all night while things like that he used to use them for as well. But I do used to cook well, the meat and that, sometimes chicken and that, but I didn't like how it turned out in the microwave. I preferred it done in the oven, a proper roast, like chicken and things like that, like. So I'll probably, thinking about it, I'll probably not buy another one. I'll probably just manage to work the way what I've been doing lately, like, actually. But I'm hoping to get a little bit of this knitting done this afternoon, and I'm going to have to start a little bit on my own because I was doing a tutorial for it and could do with another bit of the tutorial. But I'm not sure I have to do it till I have 90, got a book somewhere, I think 91 stitches for, I think it's on this book here. No, it's not that one. Got a book somewhere with how many stitches I'm doing on it. Not that one either, I've lost it. Oh, I'll probably put it under here. Oh, here it is. Yes, I've got a decrease, I've got 91 stitches. I better count them up because I haven't counted them up. I've been decreasing, but I haven't been counting them up. That's, I keep bending down there. That's like a tray on the bottom of my, underneath my coffee table, and it's got all sorts on that tray. I keep all sorts of books and everything. That's why I keep bending down to pick things up from there on the bottom of the like a little, it's like a little table underneath the table. That's where it is, something handy. But I think I'll have to count up the stitches after I've done this row to make sure I don't decrease too much. And I have a couple more of those dolls pram blankets to do, so I'll be doing those as well, maybe in the mornings, sorting them out with my little things that I do. But anyway, I'm going to finish off what I'm doing here. I'm going to sort my tea out. I've got a little bit chicken. Oh, I'll have to put that in the oven. I can't put it in the microwave now. These things come to try us. You know, they say things happen in threes. Well, that's two. I hope nothing serious else happens. The last time that happened, it was my computer. And I think my phone, I think there was quite a few other things all went at the same time as my computer. I ended up having to buy a new computer. But anyway, that's just a little bit for today to keep up with my videos. So I'm going to say bye for now. Thumbs up and subscribe.